From Dhaka, this is Moutushi Jubaida Rahman and you are watching Basis News. Bangladesh, a land of rivers and greenery, is blessed with unique traditions that flourish along its countless waterways. Among these, the floating guava market of Jhalakathi in the southern region stands as one of the country's most enchanting attractions. Unlike conventional marketplaces, this bazaar does not sprawl across open land. It comes alive on rows of boats floating on calm canal waters, surrounded by lush orchards and the rhythm of rural life. The most captivating of these is the Bhimruli Floating Guava Market, where every year during the guava season, buyers, sellers, traders, and tourists from across the country gather to experience a blend of commerce and culture. Beyond the market itself, travel enthusiasts are drawn to explore guava orchards on either side of the narrow canals, journeying by small boats or trawlers through a green labyrinth that feels timeless. Former UP chairman of Kirtipasha Union and headmaster Bhavendranath Haldar explains that these orchards are interested by small canals, locally called kandi. These waterways allow tidal water to flow naturally, preventing waterlogging and making cultivation sustainable. The kandi are not only home to guava but also to flourish amra trees which leave a lasting impression on visitors. Alongside guava, farmers cultivate bean seedlings, bananas, lemons, limes, papayas, mangoes, and seasonal rabi crops in these fertile lands. Life in the orchards is equally vibrant. Both men and women farmers navigate the narrow alleys by boat, carrying freshly harvested guavas to the floating market. Rain or shine, they wait patiently in their boats for buyers. Even under sudden downpours and the roar of thunderstorms, the trade continues, reflecting resilience deeply rooted in tradition. The floating market is at its busiest between 7 a.m. and 12 noon. During peak guava season, groups of travelers arrive from dawn, often by trawler, to experience this living heritage. Visitors describe it as a rare escape, a breath of pure oxygen and peace, where horizons are filled only with endless rows of green trees. According to local history, guava cultivation in this region has been practiced for over 200 years, passed down across generations. Today, hundreds of farmers from villages such as Bhimruli, Dumuria, Jhalakathi, Jagadishpur, Ata, Jamua, Kopurkathi, Rampur, and Mirakathi are engaged in this work. On his 15 acres of land, former UP chairman Bhavendranath Haldar continues to cultivate guava, amla, lemons, bananas, mangoes, and rabi crops. Guava is more than just a fruit here. It is one of the two branding products of Jhalakathi district alongside the traditional Shitalpati. An artistic sculpture of guavas displayed on a Shitalpati now graces the fountain in front of the district administration office, symbolizing this cultural identity. Commercial guava farming has expanded widely. Today, guavas are cultivated on 600 hectares of land in Jhalakathi, producing around 10,000 kilograms per hectare. The crop follows a unique cycle. Guava trees bloom 3 times in the Bengali months of Magh and Falgun. Fruits ripen from Ashar and markets stay vibrant until Bhadra. The months of Ashar and Shravan mark the peak season, when orchards and canals are at their liveliest. The marketplace itself is a spectacle. Wholesale buyers carefully arrange guavas in square houses made of banana leaves, while others transport them in trawlers filled with plastic cases. Yet, despite the bounty, farmers often struggle with low prices. Local businessman Shubhrojit Haldar notes that while the number of tourists has risen in recent weeks, guava's owners are not always receiving their fair value. For visitors, both fares are fixed by the hour, making the experience accessible yet structured. Tourists continue to describe the market as a destination unlike any other. Some compared it to floating markets in China and Vietnam, praising its natural greenery and the joy of family boat rides. Others, like an elderly visitor, noted areas in need of development, particularly accommodation facilities and food quality in local hotels. These, he emphasized, require urgent attention for sustainable tourism growth. For many young visitors, however, the market remains at a place of joy. The market's prominence is not recent. Local UP chairman Abdur Rahim explained that Bhimruli Bazaar has been active for decades, gaining momentum in the last 30 years. Today, it is the largest floating market in southern Bangladesh, drawing not only local tourists but also diplomats and dignitaries. On 27th July, Algerian ambassador to Bangladesh, Dr. Abdelwahab Saidani, visited Bhimruli, following earlier visits by ambassadors from the United States, Japan, Nepal, and India. Over the years, ministers, MPs, and other important figures have also traveled here to witness the cultural richness of this market. Jhalakathi Press Club President Kazi Khalilur Rahman recalled visits from former US Ambassador Dan Mozena and Indian High Commissioners Harshvardhan Shringala and Riva Ganguly Das, who expressed willingness to support Bhimruli's development. According to the District Agricultural Extension Department, guavas are cultivated not only in Jhalakathi Sodor but also in villages of Nesarabad in Pirozpur and Banaripara in Borishal, spreading the tradition across the region. However, as Yono Farhana Yasin pointed out, the short shelf life of guavas forces farmers to sell quickly, often at lower prices. Plans are underway to encourage processing into jam and jelly to ensure better returns. To support tourism, the Jhalakathi District Administration has already implemented several initiatives. With funding from the Tourism Board and LGED, facilities like a watch block, sitting zone, bathing area, and a stone paved ghat have been constructed near the floating market. A free Wi-Fi zone has been introduced through the ICT department. Future plans include developing hotels and motels to accommodate visitors. Additionally, loud sound systems and DJ parties have been banned to maintain peace and harmony in this natural sanctuary. Thus, the Bhimruli Floating Guava Market is not just a place of trade, it is a living museum of tradition, resilience, and community life in Bangladesh. It reflects the harmony of people with nature, carrying forward a 200-year-old practice into the modern era, while offering travelers a rare glimpse of the country's timeless beauty. That's all for now. For more information, visit bssnews.net. Thanks for watching.